I mean me, people, compare late night to Saturday Night Live. For the first time in late night history, we actually share a segment with SNL. So, without further ado, please welcome Hunter Egan and Mr. Schultz with Weekend Update.
Good evening. I'm Hunter Egan.
And I'm Jared Schultz. Welcome to your Blue Valley Southwest Weekend Update.
You know, Thanksgiving is coming up, and my favorite Thanksgiving movie is Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. My point is that on Thanksgiving, you spend a lot of time with family, and I just can't stand it anymore. Because my grandpa, I love him, but man, he is just annoying as John Candy was to Steve Martin. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention this, but he is OCD as hell.
More serious news, Blue Valley officials are investigating an unknown bacteria or illness that is making its way down the social studies hallway, causing sudden hair loss in males. It has already claimed the hair of Mr. Andrew Burning and Mr. Brandon Bishop. Will Mr. Schultz be next? Stay tuned to find out more.
Students of BBSW have been complaining about the district's new phone policy. Students are claiming they're old enough and mature enough to make their own decisions in school. Coming up next, the students at BBSW have been stealing things from and destroying bathrooms. In the school, we need some to wonder, how mature are these students?
Not very. Dr. Alexander has been out of the building a lot this semester, leaving teachers and students wondering why. Sources are telling me that the superintendent is requiring Dr. Alexander to attend a conference for every pair of tennis shoes that he owns. We are estimating that we will see him again sometime in the 2027 school year.
Finals are fast approaching for students at BBSW, with many students worried about their grades. Students are doing their best to prepare for finals. Sorry, I read that wrong. Students are doing their best to prepare to beg their teachers around the 73% to an A.
Too true. The other day, my student Grace complained that this place was like a prison. I told her no way. Prisons have 4 walls, and that you are stuck in them and can't leave without permission. Prisoners will always follow the rules or they will be punished, and prisoners are told when and where they're allowed to eat, and that they are forced to do physical activity while they are serving their sentences. Schools are nothing like that.
The winter concert is coming up for the choir very soon. Mr. May is very worried that her freshman and sophomore tenor section will suddenly all turn into basses during the middle of the concert.
I was curious about how Mr. How Mr. Cobra Doug does his class and how his phone policy works. So I stopped by his class the other day. He mistook me for one of his students and told me to shut up, put my phone up, and sit down. I have an assignment due on Monday about Antelope Farm, and I'm too scared to tell him that I am in fact 27.
At BBSW, there is a bell that signals the beginning and end of class. If you are not there on time, you're late. Oh wait, sorry, I read it wrong. The Doodle Doc did an update. Students actually think it means get out of bed, go to Starbucks, which they don't actually need, and get to school at about 8:30, an hour late.
That's fair. And now an ad from our local sponsor. Attention to you animal lovers out there, come on down to your local Olathe pet store to pick up your very own capybara. It is not only the best pet that you could own in the whole wide world, but also will keep you company if you're lonely. And if you are still confused about what a capybara is, think about a giant guinea pig, but better. It's the world's largest rodent, the perfect gift for that special someone.
You know, the best movie of the summer was Deadpool and Wolverine. The opening scene was just legendary. Ryan Reynolds pulling a crap ton of TVA members while dancing to Bye 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 was awesome. But did you know it wasn't actually Ryan Reynolds dancing to Bye Bye Bye? Well, it was. It was actually Nick Halsey, Reynolds' dance double. Oh wait, I forgot to mention this, but Ryan Reynolds is also Canadian, just like our favorite host and my best friend, Emily Chipback.
Canadian, eh? Well, you betcha her favorite sport is hooky. With that, it's about time we head out of here, and much, Like first semester, our act is almost over, so if you need me, I'll be listening to the complaints of students begging me to round their grade up to an A, and the claim of other students claiming that their papers totally aren't AI generated.
Thank you and good night. Now, let's go and eat some chips and cheese.